Have you ever had that moment where you've cleared your schedule, sat down at your desk, and opened your laptop with every intention of being productive? You've got your coffee ready, your goals are set, and you're ready to kill it. But then, before you even start, your hand reflexively reaches for your phone. You tell yourself, just a quick 5-minute check. But suddenly, you're an hour deep into a rabbit hole of random reels, cat videos, or sports highlights. By the time you look up, the sun is lower, your coffee is cold, and your work is still exactly where you left it, at 0. We've all been there, and usually the first thing we do is beat ourselves up. We feel guilty, we feel stressed, and we convince ourselves that we're just lazy or lack discipline. But here's the reality. Procrastination isn't actually a character flaw. It's not even a time management problem. It's a literal biological battle happening inside your head. To understand why this happens, we need to look at the two main players in your brain that are constantly at war. 1. The rational decision maker, the prefrontal cortex. First, we have the prefrontal cortex. This is the part of the brain right behind your forehead. It's the human part of your brain, the one that allows us to plan for the future, set long-term goals, and understand consequences. It's the one saying, if we get this done now, we can actually relax later without any guilt. It wants you to succeed. 2. The instant gratification monkey, the limbic system. But then there's the limbic system. This is one of the oldest, most primitive parts of our brain. It doesn't care about tomorrow or success. It only cares about two things, survival and pleasure. In the world of productivity, we call this the instant gratification monkey. The monkey is a fun guy to hang out with, but you don't want him in charge of your life. To him, the idea of tackling a difficult or boring project feels like physical pain. Meanwhile, scrolling through social media feels like a constant stream of rewards. Every time the rational decision maker tries to focus, the monkey grabs the steering wheel and says, "No, let's see what's happening on the internet instead." Why the monkey thinks you're in danger? So why does the monkey usually win? It's because of a tiny, almond-shaped part of your brain called the amygdala. The amygdala is your brain's alarm system. When you look at a task that feels too big, too complex, or too overwhelming, your brain doesn't just see work, it sees an emotional threat. It's afraid you'll fail, or it's simply overwhelmed by how much effort is required. This triggers a fight or flight response. Since you can't exactly fight your computer, your brain chooses flight. It flees from the stress of the task and hides in the dark playground, that place where you do fun things when you're actually supposed to be working. You're not being lazy. Your brain is literally trying to protect you from the stress by distracting you with your phone. The panic monster, the only thing the monkey fears. So how does anything ever get done? Well, there's a third character in this story, the panic monster. The panic monster is usually asleep, but he wakes up suddenly when a deadline becomes dangerously close or when there's a risk of a major setback. He is the only thing the monkey is terrified of. When the monster wakes up, the monkey runs for his life, leaving the rational decision maker to finally take control. This is why you're able to pull a miracle all-nighter and finish a huge project in just a few hours of pure caffeinated terror. It works, but it's a miserable way to live, and it leads to massive burnout. How to actually trick your brain? You can't kill the monkey. He's part of who you are, but you can learn to manage him. Make the task invisible to the amygdala. The monkey panics when a task looks huge. Don't tell yourself you're going to finish the whole project. Tell yourself you're just going to start for 2 minutes or write one single line. If the task is small enough, the alarm won't go off and you can sneak past the monkey. Stop the guilt cycle. Research shows that the more you forgive yourself for procrastinating, the less likely you are to do it again. Guilt adds more stress, and more stress makes the monkey want to hide even more. The 5-minute rule. Tell yourself you'll only work for 5 minutes. Usually, the hardest part isn't the work itself, it's the friction of starting. Once you've started, the threat disappears. Procrastination is a struggle between who you are right now and who you want to be in the future. The next time you find yourself scrolling, take a deep breath, realize it's just your brain trying to protect you, and then just do one tiny thing. Now, for real this time, put the phone down and get started.